Happy evening, beautiful souls. Welcome on in if you're new. I pray this finds you well. I've already prayed over the energy, the cards, given thanks. Please, this is a general reading. Always seek God first. Trust your own intuition. The pictures that come up resonate somewhere with you. Take it back to God. See what flows with you. You never have to accept what I present. Always trust yourself and the relationship that you have with God first above all things. So I was getting a little bit of an interesting message. Remain balanced when it comes to interpretation. When reality meets expectation, cultivate discernment. The ego can take over. Look at things from a higher perspective. Though many have the capability, it is not your duty to compulsively help them. Let go of toxic endurances. Examples: staying in a relationship that doesn't bring growth, a job that blatantly takes advantage of you, family that rely on you while talking ill on your name behind closed doors, things like that. So with that in mind, welcome to the Tree of Life. Sorry, feel I need to do a little stretch. I was continuing to prune up all the overgrowth that has been slowly taking over my mother's property over the past week. And unfortunately, I hit my left shin with a part of my machete today. Thankfully, it didn't hit so deep, but it did start gushing. But I mean, that's also because I was in the heat of finishing up and, blood was pumping. So that's what happens when you open a wound. Blood just starts gushing. Got inside, calmed down, sat down, cleaned up. I'm surprised it still doesn't hurt. Like, I'm eternally grateful that it doesn't. And I also managed to clean all the blood out of my sock. Because whenever I do yard work, I tend to wear like shin-high socks, just in case. But yeah, it wasn't tall enough to prevent the machete from hitting it. Regardless, welcome on in. Sorry I took your time with that random tangent, but I've just been really enjoying doing yard work. It's unusual because throughout your childhood you're told to do things that you're like, I don't want to do this. But there's also like a good sense of clearing out the old coming in. So maybe you're doing that in your own life. You're reorganizing, you're clearing out the old. Maybe you're taking care of your own land in whatever sense that is, planting new seeds, taking out old. So let's hop on in. Starting off on number 1, below Bina. Estibus, angel of divination. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're flowing with the cosmos now. All have the capability, but none must. It's been a consistent reminder lately in my life, and just learning to detach from people, places, and things that don't really bring the same feeling, if that makes sense. 444 on the timer as I say that. Estibus, or Eistibus, angel of divination. You've called its name, and so it has come, but you do not command what is foretold. Eistibus can only be an uncertain ally in these merciful times. Mercurial times. So, yeah. Mercury retrograde is coming in June. Eistibus reveals the ever-shifting rhythm of the skies and beckons us to observe the alignment of signs. Something is seen in the clouds, in the leaves, in the shadows. Something as glorious as fate. You observe something that could not, must not be real. Curiosity is your call to action. You are compelled to go. Signs, sacred geometry, a cup of tea, a falling star. Well, it may not be tea, but I have a cup of delicious coffee right now, even though it's past midnight. On my days off, I like to stay up a little later, even if I have to force myself with a cup of coffee, because then occasionally I'll go for a little night stroll. I love peace and quiet. No matter how I can attain it, I love peace and quiet, and all throughout the day, there's noise of every kind surrounding us. So when it's nighttime and everyone's just fucking quiet, it's good. It is so good. It's like the peace. I mean, we literally had a storm today that blew up out of nowhere, but it's literally the peace after the storm. And I mean, we even have sacred geometry on the back of these cards. I don't specifically know what they're called. I believe these are the Star of Metatron. I'm not entirely certain. And this is a Flower of Life. Position 2, next to Chesed. Israfel, Angel of Song. So maybe you're an artist in some sense. Whether you're a producer or writer, a vocalist. Israfel, Angel of Song, the herald that will call the coming of end times. Israfel is a presence, a beacon, a warning. Excuse me, confirmation burp. Heated judgment is upon us. The horn that blows the final call rests against the flesh of Israfel's lips, if even it is flesh. Israfel is both melody and the cacophony of existence. Songs can be soft and warm, especially when they end. Under the serene score of creation, the damper of total destruction is hidden. Beyond the destruction may be a new beginning. You must consider the implications of your actions seriously. Choose your steps wisely as you chance upon the cinder-soft earth. Dance as you dance upon the cinder-soft earth. Signs, a horn, the setting sun, a flame. Maybe you called upon Israfel and he already blew the horn over something in your life, because then we're also going back to the channeled message of detaching from toxic situations, no matter what that may be. So the horn has been blown. The earth is now soft with cinders. How are you going to choose to dance forward? Position 3. Such laugh, Angel of Verdancy. I love getting out in nature. And if you're like me and there are ticks in your area, depending on how heavy the vegetation is, make sure you're checking your arms, legs, all your hot spots, like every 3 to 5 minutes, just to be careful. Because Lyme disease is going to start ranking up now. So just be careful out there. Angel of Verdancy. The wind moves through the grass in waves, carrying with it seeds of growth. It flows across the landscape and burrows into the cool soil. Beneath the fallow earth, seeds vibrate and burst, changing the loam. The transmuted life already craving the open air and the ecstasy of sunlight. It is nature and natural for plant life to seek the sky and the blessing of the sun. With the simple act, no prayer, the dominion of Suchlaf expands. With open hands, Suchlaf denies decay and defies entropy. All is verdant where Suchlaf wanders. Let your roots take hold and allow the and allow the gaze of Suchlaf to fall on you. It is the season for blossoming. Signs: a branch, flower, or seed. Now, that's not really fair because I got 3 black walnut seeds in my room. And I just chopped up a whole bunch of branches. And that's also kind of why I feel like I hit my leg. Like, Suchlaf, Gaia, whoever you subscribe to, was not really happy that I was doing a whole bunch of sudden pruning, but it needed to happen. So if I had to cut my leg a little bit and surrender a little bit of blood, like, it is what it is. I'm grateful I didn't need stitches nor need to have to go to the hospital. That's a great way to start off the reading. So you're tapping into your divine gifts, calling on your angels. They're here, but they're not going to tell you what's been foretold, which is fair. We have to learn the lessons first to be able to make it to the end of the journey and see what the plan was. If you don't make it in this lifetime, there's always number 2, number 3, number 4. Depending on where you are in your journey, whether you continue to subscribe to God, the creator of the universe, whatever your higher journey is, that'll determine the next go around. As far as I know, some bloodlines, some legacies end completely. Like, they're just reconsumed back into God, and He creates something new. If it, wow, real Empress vibes coming through. It just clearly got, where is it? So, let me do this on camera for both of you. If it is insufficient, create it, right? Where is she? Because, yeah, there she is. Starvader Colony Maker. Our Empress card. Let me zoom in real quick. If it is insufficient, create it. We all have that capability within us. It's just, how do you choose to use it? You've called upon judgment. Whether you have a new beginning or the opportunity to recreate, that's between you, God, and your spiritual team. But it seems like you're at least sowing good seeds. You're in a stage of blossoming. So what has been planted, it's coming to fruition, which is beautiful. So continue to cultivate your garden. Take care of it gently. Position 4, below Chakma. Duma, Angel of Dreams. I love this card. That's why I had to zoom in on Duma. I'll make this the title picture. It's just gorgeous. When I think of dreams, I think about creation. How do you use your imagination? Do you use it for temptations? Do you use it to reimagine a world where things are in a controlled system? Duma, Angel of Dreams. Descent to the unknown. Duma is the impetus to doubt a false reality, to crack the shell keeping you from the truth. When the world shifts around you, Duma is your guide. The world is stranger than you believe it to be. What we all dream, we dream together. Those dreams pool together in Duma's cupped hands. Look below the surface of the water. You know you've missed something, and yet you wonder what. Oh, okay. You know you've missed something, and yet you wonder what. Wonder what it is. You listen closely, and yet you hear nothing. All the while, you dream the truth you think you seek. It is said that Duma and Leliel are connected. The truth of this can only be found within Angelarium. Signs, a reflection in water, a golden cage, an eye. You know, I don't know why people have been saying don't tell others your dreams. I've been having very lovely conversations lately with my daughter about her dreams. Um, I believe she's at least a very gifted dream walker, the way that she describes the scenarios that she experiences. And when things do become a little alarming, well, I take note of it and then I take it to God. So maybe there's something intense going on in your dreams, and you don't really know how to interpret it. Because interpretation is open to anyone's perspective. There are certain dreams that you should protect, more so personal dreams. But even my mom talks about her dreams with me as well. Like, she told me one time about how she was in like a typical fishing boat where it's where it has that small middle console, the standing one with the wheel and the covering. She was just riding along on that, and she started to slow down, and then out of, no, out of nowhere, a fucking grizzly bear comes out of the water and into the boat with her. Not like to attack her or anything, but like roared at her. So, like, she was asking me what that could possibly mean. It's like, I don't know. You're the one that took all these Native American courses in college like forever ago. You're the one that continued to practice shamanism beyond that. I can only interpret so much because it's a part of her reality, not mine. So, again, that's why I started out with seek God first and trust your own intuition, because all the answers you need to know are already within you. Position 5, Gavura. Phanuel, Angel of Truth. Thank you for gracing us again, Phanuel. We all need some truth in our life. Raw truth that just gut punches you. Phanuel will wait for your arrival. It was here long before you arrived, standing at the threshold to the throne room. You may not have witness. You may not have borne witness. Its sounds may have escaped you, but Phanuel has waited for you, eager to wrap you in a cloak of truth. Reality is ever present. It is a simple matter to find it. It is another, much more difficult task to understand than to understand that its truth can be different from truth. Hold the torch high. See what stands before you for what it is. Signs, a torch, wine, a bleeding eye. And I was even saying that to myself before I started the reading. But I was more so communing with Archangel Uriel. Let's hold the flame high and reveal everything in the shadows that is unknown. There's something about the image. There's something about that white orb above his head that is really drawing me in. Beautiful, kind of like a moth to a flame effect, but a pure white portal to the divine. I mean, that's beautiful. You're seeking the truth. Something about your dreams is ringing true in the physical. I've had that happen before. Spooky stuff, but it's good to get those confirmations. Some people say it's deja vu. Some people say it's premonitions. This is why time isn't. No, well, that's something completely different. Well, go somewhere else. Position 6. Remiel, Angel of Visions. I want to definitely zoom in on that. That is. Wow. A lot of mental activity on this side. A lot of mental activity. Dreaming, the truth, visions. When I see the crescent moon, I think of intuition. It's beautiful scenery, though. Triangles can be significant. Isn't that that hand signal there in the middle that he's doing? Isn't that like the sign of peace or something? Because I think for Buddhism though, but it's like that's the sign for peace with Buddhism. So, and I know the Star Trek one is that, but he's doing that. Maybe the Holy Spirit, because it's like 3 individual points. A triangle, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Beautiful though. Again, connection to the. That's how we started out the reading. Connection to the divine. Remiel. Thank you for gracing our table for the first time, Remiel. Remiel, Angel of Visions, the shepherd of good graces, a shining light in the distance, beckoning us forward into the future. The green pasture beyond the next hill are hard to see. You're being led to the land of milk and honey. Remiel assures us that the things will get better. It whispers, something is coming, and it is beautiful. Keep pushing toward the horizon, toward the setting sun. Oh, was that with Duma, or was that? I think that was with Duma, that the sign was the setting sun. I'm loving how everything's flowing together beautifully. All glory and acknowledgement belongs to you alone, Lord. As the light fades, you feel as if someone's watching you. For in the distance, you see a lone figure walking. Far in the distance, you see a figure walking. Oh, that's why. It's a comma after that. A dove on his shoulder. You stop for a moment to marvel at this vision. When you move again, it is gone. You hear a flutter of feathers as the dove lands gracefully on your shoulder. Signs: a cane, a rising sun, a white dove. And at least I remember in the Bible, a white dove symbolized peace, especially with the olive branch in its mouth. Keep that optimism up. Something is coming, and it is beautiful. Keep trusting and believing in your connection with God. Sometimes that's all we have, our mustard seed faith. Hazmed, Angel of Annihilation. It's interesting. He's right below Keter. Talks about the crown chakras, connection to the divine. And here we have a lot of purple. Purple tends to mean royalty, intuition. Angel of Annihilation, Hazmed, the Unmaker. A terrible sight to behold. The void eating itself and making itself anew. Wow. If you made it this far, you definitely need to drop a like, because we talked about that earlier. Some legacies get eaten and remade. Please share us around too. That's how the YouTube algorithm knows that you like the content that you're consuming. If you want to comment, feel free to say whatever you want in regards to the reading. I don't really, how do I say this? I like the engagement in terms of communication, but I feel it's not like entirely needed. I would still love to interact with people regardless. I try not to project my opinions too much. I don't know why I keep going off on these side tangents, but I'm just grateful to be here with you right now. And thank you for this opportunity for me to be able to read for you. Like, this seems like you're on a good journey so far. Granted, the Unmaker. But that could also be that something that I learned before I moved back to New Jersey. Unlearn, relearn, and learn again. Discarding old programming, discarding false burdens, discarding false oppressions, like very Ten of Wands energy. How do you feel getting back to the person that you remember you were before some kid in third grade told you that your taste in fashion was less than whatever? Like, even with going to a private school and everyone wearing the same uniforms, there are still those cliques. Like, a lot of people don't realize that unless you've lived in it. Um, especially when they ask you to come hang out at your house or vice versa. Uh, good life lessons, depending on who gets to actually absorb it. uh, a terrible sight to behold, the void eating itself and making itself anew. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hasmed's hands. There is something that needs to be removed. Look upon that which should not be and lose it from your existence. Signs, a hood, an eclipse, an empty field. Huh, what's going on here? Why is... give me a second, y'all. Okay, there we go. So for whatever reason, my charger just wasn't working this entire time, but now it is. So hopefully we can get through the rest of this. Position 8. Oh, sorry, you saw it. Sahakil, Angel of Sky. There's so much just ethereal energy with this reading. We have divination, we have judgment, we have the void, unmaking and remaking. We have the connections of dreams to all collective consciousness. We have God's absolute truth. We have visions. The sky, the astral plane, just higher learning, higher reaching. Ascendance. Ascension. Angel of Sky, the shield bearer and the gatekeeper who stands outside the gateway between Angelarium and the expanse of existence. A benevolent figure whose compassion knows no bound or equal. Sahakil blesses and protects, shielding us from storm and fire alike. The sky forms a ring around the earth many times over. Its movement forms the clouds, obscures the sun, and reminds us that Sahakil stands guard. Signs, a shield, a ring, a blessing hand. There's so much love in this reading too, even with the Unmaker being here. The universe, like it, to me, that's still love. It's destroying what doesn't belong anymore within the collective consciousness and recreating it for something benevolent, something better, something that will continue to produce a legacy. All have the capability, but none must. And as we ground ourselves back here with Malkuth, we finish up on position 9. Gabrielle, Angel of Heralds. Let's give Gabrielle a proper... Look at that beautiful beast. Here we have diamonds now. Gold, crystals. Kind of looks like Hydra, or like a viper body, where the scales are more raised and ridge-like. Interesting face, though, where it's a exploded crater. Gabrielle, Angel of Heralds, the guardian that stands beside the gateway between Angelarium and the rest of existence. Wow. So we have two guardians at the gateway. Gabriel's lantern points into, pardon me, points into the seeking darkness. Its light breaks open the unknown and banishes doubt. There is certainty in this light. It fills you. This angel issues no command. It doesn't need to. Shine, little light, shine. The impetus for action burns in you. In fact, you burn in it, fueling this light. Suddenly you burst forth, blazing the way, piercing the dark, leaving change in your wake. There is light everywhere you tread. You are the light of Gabriel's lantern. The might of this angel does not command you. It aims you. Signs: a lantern, a mirror, a discovery. And we also talked about a reflection. I just can't remember with who. I think it was with Aestabus. No, it wasn't Aestabus. There's someone else that talked about reflection. Duma? Duma, a reflection in water. If the water's still enough, it could be as glassy as mirror. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was incredible. Thank you to all the angels and emanations that grace this table. I wanted to say temple, but I mean, my vessel is the temple. I'm going to treat my house like a temple. And maybe that's what you need to do. Take it up with God. If you like the video, please like, share us around. Help bring in some more people for guidance, learning lessons, bringing you confirmations. I'll never beg for money, but donations are always welcome to help grow the channel. Also, those tangerine Lemurian quartz are still available. I have 6 chunky boys. Actually, while I still have y'all here. We got 6 chunky boys. Some of the ones that aren't as orange, they'll be more on the lower price range, closer to like $25. Free shipping within the continental United States. If you are outside of the United States, I mean, we'll figure out shipping and import taxes and all that. But if you're interested, hit up the channel's email, which is in our channel about description. I'll also drop it in the description of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace be with you. I love you, but God loves you more.